Hello, everybody, and welcome to a long overdue new episode on an honest review. My name is Tavar, and I have this channel to do reviews of products that I try, that I buy for myself, whether they're for running or outdoors, and everything in the middle. I do not get paid by any brand, so I just basically buy whatever I like. And of course, some of my reviews are heavily targeted towards certain brands that I particularly enjoy their products. But everything is just trying to be unbiased and just give you a little bit of feedback after some use of this product. So today we are reviewing the very waited for and almost all the time sold out S-Lab Phantasm by Salomon. So these are the latest Salomon road running shoes. This is actually my second pair. This was a collaboration with Killian Jornet, trail runner, ultra runner, amazing athlete. At some point last year, he attempted to break the world record for 24 hours running in a track, and that was a big reveal of this shoe. When he made that attempt, there was some type of injury going with his knee. He was not able to pull it off. But anyway, a lot of us that follow Killian and that love Salomon were waiting for the perfect road running shoe from them. So this is the Phantasm, as I said. It comes in this red, super. I think that Salomon red shoes are always something since very early on. The big red shoes from Salomon. It also comes in black, the advanced version, which is slightly more expensive. This comes at $180. The black version is $200. These are US dollars. All right. So per usual, things I like, things that I didn't like, and you make your choice whether you want to purchase this or not. This is going to be a very short review because really this is a very straightforward shoe. So the first thing, I'm going to start with the things that I didn't like first for these ones. So there are just two main things that I didn't like. The first one was the upper mesh. It's really nice. It's nice. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like it. So it's nice. It's not textile. It's more of this like plastic mesh. So it's extremely lightweight, extremely breathable. You can see how you can actually, it's almost even see-through. So I really like it. But what I didn't like about it, it's that it's not as durable. So I said at the beginning of this video, this is my second pair. My first pair, I was running on the road, I fell down, and just by falling down, hitting the sidewalk, all this mesh was trashed. Of course, you don't fall down all the time, but I mean, this has definitely never happened with the shoe ever. Like just hitting a sidewalk and having a huge hole here, that has never happened to me. So anyway, like I said, and it's just something to note that because they're designed to be extremely lightweight and extremely breathable, the mesh is not going to be the most resistant part of it, right? So if you run like in tough terrain or in a lot of gravel, I'm not really sure about the durability of this, but we'll get to the surfaces this is best for anyway. The other thing is it has a little bit of a narrow fit. Right? I mean, Salomons are known for being narrow, sure, granted. But in this particular model, I had to go with half size up. I usually wear 9.5. This I had to go with a 10. So if you're going to purchase this, I would suggest, if you can do that, purchase from a website that has free returns, order your regular size and have a size up so you can actually decide, which would be a better fit for you. So those are the two things worth noting that I didn't like. Anyway, I'm gonna go a quick rundown of the shoe. I already said the mesh is extremely lightweight. You can see through it. But what I really like is that they have their let's say skeleton part of the shoe. You can see here all these bands, the Sensifit, as I call it, they go all the way to the back here, right? You have it here also on the other side, and of course this goes to the lacing system, which this is a part that is actually going to lock your foot in. So even though the mesh is very, very, very lightweight, you have this structure that actually locks your foot in quite well, all the way from here, from the forefoot to here to the back, right? So I really like that. I mean, for me, that's super important. That's probably what a lot of shoes lack. Like, for example, there's some models from Ultra Running that they don't have this, and I hate it because I feel that my foot is kind of like shuffling around, especially when I'm going down heels. So this is something that I really like, that even though this is a very lightweight shoe, they thought about keeping some structure to it, right? Brings me to the next point, which is also the comfort. This is very lightweight, but they have included some padding here on the side, also on the back heel. And this is actually a little bit, it's a super soft material. It's like a type of very light leather. So everything that hugs around your ankle, it's really nice. I actually worn these without socks, and it's extremely comfortable too. You see how it's lined? All this material is extremely soft, so they're very comfortable in that regards. Other things to know too is they are fast shoes, right? These have their technology that is called energy surge and the R camber. So that basically means that the geometry of the shoe is made for a very fast transition. For example, you can actually see a little bit of the shape, right? So if you're a forefoot striker, it's going to be okay. But even if you're a heel striker, it's designed to do a very quick transition, and there's a lot of return. There's a lot of return energy. So even though this one doesn't have like a carbon plate like other super shoes out there, they're very, very fast, right? Which of course brings also another point that, you know, these shoes are meant for fast running, right? So if you're gonna go on a very long distance run and you're more of a jogging pace, you might not benefit a lot from it. But if you want to go at a somewhat of a racing pace, think about if you're going for your PR in your half marathon or in your marathon, right? I mean, of course, these are good. But that being said, they don't have as much cushioning as other shoes, right? So if you find it that you need a lot of cushioning, these shoes are probably not right for you. So these are shoes made for very strong runners. So that being said, I mean, if you are a beginner runner, these are going to be very lightweight. They're amazing, but your muscles or your joints will need a little bit more work to feel this ride comfortable for longer periods of times. I hope that makes sense. Personally, I am let's say a fast amateur runner, right? I have a marathon under 4 hours, and that's about it. I find this very, very comfortable, very, very fast, but I still do need a lot of cushioning for a little bit, for something longer than 13 miles. So for something longer than 13 miles, I don't tend to use these shoes. So that is something to note. Another thing, it's, of course, these thrive on the road. Look at the sole. These shoes, right? However, I do like the fact that they included these grooves. So, of course, the geometry here, everything is part of the transition that they have, right? That is extremely cool. How even the geometry of how this is designed is for a quick transition. But anyway, going to the grooves it has, they are extremely grippy. They tend to really push water out of the way. I've used this in roads and in gravel and in impact trails, and they perform really well. The grip on these things is amazing. Some things that I don't, for example, the Nike Vaporflies, they have a surface that if it's very wet on the road, you tend to slide a little bit, or even if you go on rocks. These ones don't. These ones are extremely extremely grippy. All right. So those are the things that I like the most about this. Are also, well, I mentioned also how they're minimalist, they're very lightweight, they have good return, but the lightness of it is just probably one of the highlights. And see how packable they are, right? I mean, these are by far the best shoes you can have if you want a pair of running shoes that to travel. I know that some of us may travel a lot for work. I do travel a lot for work, and I always have to carry a pair of running shoes, and we know running shoes are probably not very, work adequate in terms of how they look. So you have to pack a pair of shoes for work and a pair of shoes for your runs and stuff like that. So this are amazing for that. Look at that. Look how they pack, right? You pack them just like that, and they're extremely lightweight, and you don't have to worry about the shape because, like I said, the structure of it, it's a sense of it, right? All this structure is what really keeps the shoe shape, right? So you can do this. Once you put your foot in, lock the shoelaces, you're good to go. So that's probably my favorite thing about these shoes, is how lightweight they are and how packable they are. Boom. Anyway, so this is my honest review of these Salomons. They are on the higher price, like I said, $180. However, if you are a runner that is definitely trying to increase the pace, that is definitely looking for something better for racing, these are probably great shoes. This might also be amazing for triathlons, because they are very fast, they are very lightweight. If you switch these shoelaces for elastic shoelaces, I mean, this can be an amazing pair of shoes also for triathlons. Very quick to transition in and out because they're so malleable. You don't need to put a lot of effort in getting into it. So if you have a pair of elastic shoelaces on this might be a very good option for triathlons as well. This is honest review. I hope you like this review. Salomon Esla Phantasm. Let me know if you have tried them, if you like them, if you don't, if you agree, if you disagree. And also if you want to leave a comment here to let me know what are the things you might want to take a look at in terms of running or outdoor equipment and so on. I'm starting to think about making also some tutorials on fire building or things to pack for your runs and stuff like that. If you feel that this is something you're interested in, please leave me a thumbs up. Thank you again, and I'll see you in another episode of An Honest Review.